If you are tired of seeing criminals get away with murder, tired of hearing excuses for the wicked, then it's time to take action. Hit that subscription button now and stay in the loop with the Jamaica Young Police channel. We are not here to sugarcoat. We are here to expose the truth, bring justice, and make sure the real heroes get the recognition they deserve. Don't wait for the change. Be the change. Subscribe, like, and let's make some noise and hold those criminals accountable. Justice in action. Speak up. Crime must fall. And remember that we have a go inside the description box and you'll see various links to various things for the Jamaica Young Police channel. JamaicaYoungPoliceChannel.com, where you see articles and stuff like that. Those who like to read, and and we continue to give you guys exceptional material over here. So, moving on. Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. To our loyal viewers, subscribers, and Patreon members. At the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because they save lives. This is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives at this channel. We at the channel aid criminals with a passion and do not want them over here. We do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes, or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you to go to prison or the departure lounge at Madden. Moving on to today's video. Yes, I am the man that the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization voters, supporters hate on YouTube. Because guess what? I just say it as it is. I don't say things covertly. I just say it overtly. I just tell you the truth, the real mama papa truth. Because I am not here about creating a cult or or creating an audience that I am leading down the wrong path. I just tell people the truth because that's what I'm all about here at the Jamaica Young Police channel. As I say already, and I'll continue to say again, give me the book and not the gun. And the truth matters every day. One thing we can tell people, we'll always defend the truth. So, in Jamaica, you know that they have labeled Jamaica as one of the most homophobic places on earth by the gay community in Jamaica. As I've said before and I'll say again, any Jamaican who do not know a gay person, somebody who their mind work totally different, they are not Jamaicans. I have grown up with them, go to school with them, work with them, even see if one of them, a gay guy, a gay man, gay cop, bad police, brave, dead, although he was murdered in 2014, March 24th, 2014, by his gay lover in St. James, in Montego Bay, St. James. His name is Kirk Palmer. I saved that man's life when he was shot 5 times in the chest down by Riverton. I knew then that he was gay, that he was a homosexual. All of us knew, and that didn't bother us. So when the gays coming out and saying all kind of thing, we know that they are liars, but you can't expect an honest liar. I've never met an honest liar or honest criminal in my life. So now we have a big belly white man who came from Britain. So this is Michael Manley 2.0 all over. Most Jamaicans don't know that Michael Manley was not a Jamaican by birth. Although he have the song chant that my father born here, my mother born here. Michael Manley was not a Jamaican by birth. Michael Manley's brother told me that, Douglas Manley, at Gemini Club and Arthur Tree Road. The Friday before the DJ named Tiger crashed. And since then, with the US Embassy vehicle. That was it. That was Douglas Manley told us that. Douglas Manley is the eldest brother. And he said that at the time, I've done a video about it, so I don't need to elaborate. If you want to find it, you'll find it. It's on the YouTube channel. Yes, Michael Manley was not a Jamaican, and so is Mark Gummy Golden. But you know, Jamaican people, they say politics as sports. They have no, especially the people who are affiliated with the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization. These people are like sheep. There's nothing like sheep. There's nothing named sheeps. So we are telling you, you know, you understand, it's sheep. You know, one sheep, two sheep, a flock of sheep, you understand. So we just tell you that. So this white man now, this big belly white man, British born white man, this is what I'm telling black youths. Open your body hole and take it like a girl. Or a British born foreigner is trying to turn Jamaica into a private rainbow kingdom. He never say it directly like that, you know, but that is what he meant when he called two men publicly and sent out voice note. It's just to reach the PMP for desensitize them. Which two men, what's her name, DK Duncan daughter, that's Patricia Duncan Sutherland, Peter Bunting, Dayton Campbell, and I can go, Angela Brownbert never do it. That is Tony Brown daughter. But the reason why they did it is because to satisfy, to please their donor. And a man, Lord Evil, that a man named George Soros. The man where he may believe in a God. But right now we are telling him he must suffer like dog. Because God have a way of repaying the wicked, you know. You understand? Just like how you see what is happening even right now with Joe Biden. Because when you're wicked and you don't have no respect for God, no matter things say you're going to exit this world. You understand? God will make sure him show you some sign. And guess what? Even our black brother Barack Obama, him have to suffer before him dead too, because him tell the biggest lie the world ever. It's bigger than even slavery. When time them say we as black people inferior to white people. The lie where Barack Obama come out and tell, well, white people make a black man come and tell the world. Well, him not black still, because black people go on for claiming, but him white. Because white are European ideology then. So the world said Jamaica is homophobic. Homophobic? Really? No? So tell that to the cruise ships packed with rainbow flags docking in Ocho Rios. Tell that to the uptown parties where the closet doors swing open like supermarket doors and sealed there. Tell that to the imported activists who come to fight for human rights but end up dancing to spice. Some like it in full glitter. I say even Isaac Buchanan, the rear admiral, the guy who, you know, say him have the big HIV. Yes, and you see him another rear admiral a pole and a par. I don't know if he met Vibes Cartel go there without any form of protection, and when Vibes Cartel found out now that, so I don't know. I don't know why I don't know that part. You know, but I know, so when Vibes Cartel come from prison, they were very close. So I don't know if, you know, but we address that some other time. So now, don't get me wrong. We Jamaicans may not whisper sweet nothings when it comes to taboo topics. But if you want honesty, we'll give it straight, raw, unfiltered, with no chaser. And that's why the same global crowd calling us homophobic conveniently ignores what former British cop Justin Phillips had to say about the so-called gay community in Jamaica. Yes, Justin Phillips, the man who worked with the Jamaica Constabulary Force, he was an assistant commissioner of police, publicly said that the gay community in Jamaica is the biggest pack of liars he had ever encountered. Lie and story like them getting Oscar nomination every day. So just look, it's there on the web. Just search. You will see Justin Phillips about them. Some even deserve Grammy Awards for most dramatic performance in newspaper articles. So let's be real. Jamaica isn't homophobic. Jamaica is just tired of narcissistic drama queens, political manipulators, and dangerous hypocrisy. Now fast forward 2025 and look who lead the country. Mark Gummy Golden, a British born golden spoon fed, slavery benefiting. No DNA in Jamaica, foreigner who walks like a tourist but talks like he's Emperor Haile Selassie, reincarnated. Let's break it down. Mark Golden has no ancestral roots in Jamaica. Period. Don't listen to dummy, fool Queen of Africa tell about white people come to Jamaica upon slave ship. That never happened. Them come, yes, and slave ship was as the slavers. They are the one that took our ancestors to Jamaica. They weren't slaves. Mark Golding's family benefited from slavery. He's not a descendant of Marcus Garvey, Bogle, Sam Sharp, William Gordon. He's a descendant of plantation masters, colonial privilege, and British entitlement. Now, this is the same man as the audacity to subtle tell Jamaican youth to open your body hole and take it like a girl. And when questioned about it, the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization Faithful Acts, like he's Jesus Christ rewriting Leviticus, John, and Psalms in rainbow version of the Bible. What kind of madness is this? What's worse? These same party loyalists walk around with this twisted pride as if being willfully blind, morally bankrupt, and culturally disconnected is a form of liberation. It's not liberation, it's delusional wrapped in glitter. Let's get serious now. The PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization has long abandoned the working class. They are no longer looking about uplifting communities. They are about appeasing foreign donors like George Soros, satisfying activists' checklists, and turning Jamaica into a playground for imported agendas. These people are violent when challenged, liars when cornered, narcissistic, and they are narcissists when praised, and above all, traitors to Jamaican identity. Mark Golding is not here to lead Jamaica. He is here to remake it into something unrecognizable. A version of Jamaica where our boys are confused, our girls are used, and our culture is abused. So, well, before you label Jamaica as homophobic, maybe ask yourself this. Would you allow a British-born stranger with no ancestral ties to your country who inherited wealth from slavery, finsack, thousands of Jamaica committed, as them say, unalive themselves, to rise up and tell your sons to bend over in the name of progress while rewriting your moral foundation and mocking your ancestor? Exactly, you wouldn't. So don't expect us to stay quiet. We are not homophobic. We are just not stupid. The only stupid people in Jamaica are the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization. So now you see, from Mark Golding has done this. So this you're looking right now at a picture of a youth in a Kingston 30. I'm not going to tell you how which way. People from Kingston 30 can tell you. That is a boy right there. And so him have on a G-string. Stolen G-string panties by men. Stolen sons. The collapse of masculinity in PNP LGBTQ plus communities. Europe smiles when them say black men in a G-string. G-string of a woman to get men sexually aroused. So who am I trying to get sexually aroused? I don't know, woman. It's a man because no woman don't go around there, sir. A real man go around there, back a man. And this is where I'm bring come a Jamaica and them same one silent. You know, you're not sizzler bonfire upon it. You know, you're not gargamel. Well, Vibes Cartel a big yard man, so I'm not going to say that. The big tough black crusty woman when named Spice, she not going to say nothing about it because she's the first one. Because you have to understand, if you want to achieve any form of status in this era, you have to sell your soul. But you understand, say, there's a thing called legacy. And in the idea, she going to have Pitney and Grand Pitney and all of them things. If you understand. And guess what? History not going to be kind to them. But them feel like, say, Barack Obama and Joe Biden and the global elitists, their lies are going to survive forever. Remember, you're not slavery, you know. Although it survived for 400 years, black people were able to dismantle it. Although it's going on in a different form now. And really, black people are saved now. White people, them in a red state in America, just use racism and divide them. And then you conquer. So, we have to take it from the top. So that's why we have to tell you, say, at the Jamaica Young Police channel, we're all about the truth. So do you want your sons wearing G-strings? The dangerous legacy of Mark Golding and the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization? Let's not sugarcoat it. Ask yourself as a father, as a community elder, as a citizen who care about the moral compass of the next generation. Do you want your sons parading the streets in black G-string panties, exposing themselves like carnival attractions, stripped of all dignity and masculinity? The same way we see the same youth them embrace the American culture where them a walk and show them backside in them underpants. Now them a do it with G-string. Yes, the youth them in the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization community I walk and I show them backside now with G-string. Because that's exactly what's happening in the communities, overtaken by the twisted ideology pushed by the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization, led by none other than the British-born cultural outsider, Mark Golding. His philosophy has taken deep root, and the evidence is no longer hidden in whispers. It is out in the open, bold and brazen, paraded for all to see. Just look around. One young chatter, a known street operative, was recently seen strutting in broad daylight with his black G-string tightly drawn, his backside shamelessly exposed, no remorse, no shame. And this isn't an isolated incident. It is a reflection of a culture that has been hijacked by men who have stripped away pride, ethics and virtue from the youth and replaced them with hypersexualized confusion, degeneracy and destruction masquerading as freedom. This is not about attacking personal choices or people personal choice. That is not it. This is about the intentional dismantling of moral structure in our black communities where strong fathers, discipline and order one shape young boys into responsible men. What we are seeing now is a deliberate attempt to reprogram our youth into something foreign, weak, hyper-expressive, and compliant to a deeper agenda. The PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization has weaponized culture. It's no longer about protecting the rights of individuals. It's about destroying the nuclear family, dismantling black manhood, and turning our sons into easy to control curators of themselves. This is what cultural conquest look like in the modern age, not with whips and chains, but with ideology, confusion and perversion. And while Mark Golding and his loyal disciples smile and call it progress, our communities are regressing into chaos. The rising crime in the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization communities, in which Mark Golding, Ricardo, Rick Tyrrell, 9 in a prison. You have a boy who live next door from my pathway, a curry pathway, a concrete jungle, and bye. Man, I lick out batty hole it on the channel, lick out a woman batty hole and send message to the girl. And I tell her, I said, don't release the video of him a lick out a batty hole. And him say him a bad man. And that's what him achieve. For black, everything what white people do, black people start do it now. And those who stand up now, you're homophobic. Oh, on God's earth, you know what come out of what in our own by the rectum. The rectum is a part of the digestive system. It is not a sexual organ. And him around there lick out batty wall with cross, with shit cross and all of them thing there. And the man is the man of the big HIV. The rise in crime, the feminization of young boys and the collapse of male identity in inner city communities are not accidents. You know, I see them thing in our GLP communities. That's why I tell you something is wrong with the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization. This is where them to destroy people. They campaign for labor right. I'm campaigning for the truth. Now the question is, what will you do? Will you continue to sit back and let this happen? Will you allow your sons to become pawns in a warped ideological war designed to erase their sense of self, history and destiny? Or will you rise with those of us believe in returning to virtue, masculinity, structure and truth? This is not about it. This is about protection, preservation and purpose. Because if we don't stop it now, Don't be surprised when the next time you walk down the street, your own son is the one in the G-string, thinking that the only way to be seen, accepted, or respected in a society gone mad. Let's restore dignity. Let's fight back. Let's reject this cultural invasion and replant the seeds of manhood, responsibility and pride in our community before it's too late. We know some most of the criminals in the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization are rear admiral. The first time in the history of Jamaica, I don't know about no other police, witness a boy named Christopher Ford, Jamaica most wanted man in a PNF, a big rear admiral, when he was killing a shootout in a January 1993. The man have on Pampers, you understand? Man leak, have on Pampers, stink. And them say you can't that part in the report, they're not supposed to put it in it. Because I'm a big PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization gunman. The amount of people, 9 people him kill. And guess what? It's a PMP LGBTQ plus big broad face that Isaac Buchanan protege. Him tell them say the only way the 3 men them were charged with murder, I get where if they witness them not turn up a court. You know, I tell them to kill them, but that is his way. And that's how killing of witness start. A PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization lawyer start that. One enough Jamaican look up to. I don't look up to him because I don't even like him. Yeah, I don't care about a guy if he want to open up in batty well and take it like, you understand, like a girl, a fame thing that. So when women can't find their D-string, it is because their brothers are wearing them. A shameful symbol of cultural decay. Let's talk plain truth. When women in certain communities can't find their G-string, it is not because they lost them in the laundry. It is because their brothers are wearing them, flaunting them with pride, backside out, fully committed to a culture that has turned masculinity into mockery. In the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization communities, this is from Kingston 13. That photograph where you see I put up there, that's not Photoshop or AI. This is not a joke. This is the reality in many PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization controlled communities where boys are being groomed, not into leaders, protectors or providers, but into confused, emasculated shadows of what manhood used to be. Remember, I'm Bounty Killer first tell the world, say them boy, all you have to give them a cup of Hennessy and then bend back with you, The one strong, stoic symbol of black man has been traded for lace, underwear, lip gloss and shamelessness. You think it's funny? It's not. It's a tragedy. It's a cultural warfare. This isn't about homophobia or hate. It is about a deliberate dismantling of black masculinity. It is about stripping young boys of their identity and replacing it with hypersexualized submission, psychologically manipulation and gender confusion, all under the banner of inclusivity and liberation. But who is really being liberated? Certainly not our sons, who now believe that taking it like a girl is a form of power. Certainly not our communities, which are collapsing under crime, fatherlessness and moral erosion. And definitely not our culture, which has been hijacked and twisted into a grotesque parody of progress. Let's call it what it is. Colonization of the mind with satin, glitter and ideology. Mark Gomebio Golden and his PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization movement aren't promoting freedom. They are promoting a philosophy that tell your young black boys that their strength lies in surrender, that their masculinity is toxic, their virtue outdated, and their dignity optional. They are replacing discipline with decadence. They are taking away truth and giving back lies. They are robbing our boys of their future, one G-string at a time. And now, When sisters go looking for their underwear and find none, it is because the young man in the next room has already slipped it on, ready to parade down the lane, Crescent Road, Cool Lane, Kid Lane. Not with courage or character, but with compliance and confusion. This is what happened when we let political agenda replace parental guidance. This is what happens when we let criminal organizations masquerading as political parties control our culture. And this is what will continue to happen unless we take a stand, reject the lies, return to truth, reclaim our sons. Because if we don't, the next generation legacy of Marcus Garvey or Paul Bogle, it will be the legacy of lace, lipstick, and lost identity. Wake up, Jamaica. So I'm going to tell you, I'm going to tell you about when a woman can't find her G-string anymore. It's not the washing machine to blame. It's her brother, her own brother, who's wearing them. But because this isn't about undergarment, it's about something far deeper and far more dangerous. What we are witnesses in PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization controlled communities is a deliberate destruction of manhood, the erosion of values, the feminization of our boys. Our brother isn't just wearing G-strings for shock value. He's preparing himself mentally and physically, abandoning everything that defines manhood and embrace a role that strips him of strength and dignity and direction. This grotesque transformation isn't happening in secret. It's been celebrated. The PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization did it. You heard the voice note last year that Mark Gummerbeer Golin sent out Peter Bunting, Patricia, Duncan Sutherland, Dayton Cameron. I can go on and on. Young men are openly broadcasting their willingness to take it like a girl, as if the phrase somehow elevates them. And them say, you talk against it, you're homophobic. But what it truly reflects is a cultural breakdown. They are not embracing identity. They are surrendering to confusion. Then you have a guy now named Alkaline. Him come out and celebrate it and promote it. And him is one of the most popular artists in Jamaica. But yet till them say, Jamaicans homophobic. You do a video with a youth when you Sashi Bo with England. And him say when him and Alkaline a travel, him and the others them, him and Alkaline sleep in the same room. I just you use your imagination. What two men are doing in our room. And a father and son. And if I have a father and son, that's kind of weird too, you understand? Him a travel with girl. And a them man the people go and listen. What is truly reflect is a cultural breakdown. And who's guiding this collapse? Their agenda of political predators who want a docile, easily manipulated population of emasculated young men. Mark Gummerbeer Golin of the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization, a party that has made it mission to normalize degeneracy, blur moral boundaries, and turn communities that were once proud and strong into confused, chaotic playgrounds for foreign ideologies and perverse politics. This is not progress, this is programming. But also the PMP them stay, you can't give them pies if you drink and tell them say somebody else got dead. And once you come out to for them party, they are cult, they're in like a cult, they are cult members, like sheep. They don't know the difference between wrong and right. Everything for them is right. And once you tell them the truth, yeah, you're labor right. So we liberate them alone in Jamaica speak truth. Sadly, a strong society is built on strong families. Strong families are built on strong men. When our sons become characters, soft, submissive, and sexually exploited, the community collapses. Crime rises. Discipline disappears, and before long, we are left with a generation that cannot protect, provide, or lead. Now ask yourself, where does this end? When your daughter's underwear is missing and your son is wearing it proudly. ready to take it like a girl. The warning signs are no longer subtle. They are blaring like sirens. You see it right there. Boy, I show him ass, him backside. Just like how they would show it in our underpants or brief. This is not about shaming people for who they are. This is about resisting a movement they want to erase who we are. The PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization agenda is not liberation. It's colonization of the black mind and black body. We must fight back. Not with hate, but with truth. Not with violence, but with values. Not with ignorance, but with insight. Let us rise as a people. Let us reclaim the dignity of our boys and decency of our communities and the direction of the nation. Because if we don't, one day there will be no strong men left. Only lost boys in the lace. So I'm going to tell you now, when men or women allow people to go into your digestive system, into your rectum, or destroy the muscles, and that's why them call it accident, because it happened on plane all the while. It happened, as I said before, there was a plane that was leaving from London to New York, in which a man on it have an plug, but him plug couldn't plug it enough and stink up the plane, so the plane have to turn back midway. Because America said, we're not take it. Them time of Donald Trump was spread. So no, we're not take no stinking plane. You go and clean it up. And a man who was on the plane and him talk, guess what? The same mafia crowd come down upon him. Say him chat too much and a lie matter. Because him talk, say, he's a rear admiral that was on the plane. And him plug wasn't strong enough or big enough for hold it in. So him have leaking. So I tell you how the muscle them work on it. We're not a doctor, you know. But we just hear, as say, over here, an entertainment channel, you know. This have to educate the people, them, whether you're black, white, yellow, green, or blue. We don't care. It's all about love. I just saw it go. As we say, unity is strength. Throughout my life, I have never advocated for people to kill others because of how they want to live. As I've stated before, I'm all about saving life here. You understand? Whether you're GLP, PMP, or NAP, I just love people. I don't care what somebody wants to do with their life. But the most important thing is telling people the truth. Jamaicans are not homophobic. We are just not willing to lie to you. So let's set the record straight. Jamaicans are not homophobic. And I am certainly not. We don't hate anyone for who they love. But if we truly love people, then we have a responsibility to tell them the truth. Just like what Dr. Bain was doing. And Jamaicans for Justice, Dr. Caroline Gomes, along with PNP LGBTQ plus Minister of Education Ronnie Thwaites and Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller, them fired the man from the University of the West Indies because he might tell black youths, don't open up a body hole and take it like a girl because you'll get all kind of disease, because the rectum is not a sex organ, it's a part of the digestive system, and it's flush out or excrete waste matter that the body refuses, and it wasn't meant to take anything in there. Them ate him for the truth, because the truth makes them uncomfortable. That is what real love looks like. Not cheering someone into silence and destruction while smiling in their face. And here's the truth. They won't tell you in the glossy campaign and rainbow parades. The rectum is not a sex organ. It was never designed for penetration. No matter how many influences or activists glamorize it medically, only people who love you will tell you the truth. Alright, you understand? And that is what we're all about here. So no matter how many influencers or activists try to glamorize it medically, scientifically, and psychologically, it's a part of the digestive system, built to expel waste, not receive sexual activity. So no matter how them pretend to be gods and them try to bully the world and try to impose it upon Africa, but them not try to do it with the Arab, because you have to give Arab them credit. The Arab them will burn down the world down to ashes where you are trying to impart to them European ideology. They're not denying that them have people who practice that kind of lifestyle, but them don't want you to promote it to them. But no, we have a faction of Jamaicans people who are aligned to the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization, in which them have no moral compass. They're morally bankrupt. They have no ethics, decency, truthfulness, or God in them. They not even fear God. These are people who not even fear God. But yet still in them, and I tell you, all the boy where a gunman and police shoot off him and him say, boy, God save him, you know. Trim have a little blue Bible in his back pocket. And you know the series why I'm not get shot up because the police they not shoot right, that's why I'm get way. And that's lucky him lucky. But now I tell you about God. When a man or a woman allows repeatedly penetration of the rectum, those muscles begin to deteriorate. Let me repeat myself, because these are something where they don't want the world to know, you know. If this is something where you know, say, you promote it and you say it good, why you hide if you tell them the truth? So when I tell about the same thing about criminality or the PMP, them promote it to in my community. That's why I'm going to our left. That's why I speak out against them. Because I don't want the next youth them to come embrace this lifestyle of criminality when they market it and make it fashionable like something nice. And them now tell you the bad part about it. Say, you're going to end up a prison or you're going dead. Only 2 hours left. So this is something where them, everybody wants to be like the Bory Boy and the Feather Map. And then General Starkey, the man, and Natty Chris, and all of the man, and them put on pedestal. Where violate people human rights. But them now tell you, say, this are the end game. You're going to end up a prison or you're going to end up dead. Police are kill you, soldier, or your rival, or even your friends. That's the bad part. But they make it like, say, oh boy, people are going to respect you because you're done and this and that. Now I tell you the truth. So they just lie. You understand? So over time, the muscles them in your rectum, they lose their natural elasticity, their ability to contract and hold. So we're going real mama papa truth, you know. So just like how anybody, if you never experience like, yeah man, you have to do a number 2, and boy, may I tell you, when you're out a road and it a come and you have to squeeze and all of them things, you see once all of them things are gone, you know no time it just slide down because the most of them gone. The most of them deteriorate. So you're going to deed up yourself. Then I tell you that, you know. Because the most of them can't contract them. Nothing there. The nerves ending responsible for alerting your body to pressure and pain can become permanently damaged. No doctor can't fix that. Because God make your body like that. Don't try to question the creator. And don't try to tell people about say, boy, man, I take it back, man. Whoop me a batty will and take it like a girl and you're a hero. Because of that, they make it look fashionable. Confuse the youth them. Now you see them in a PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization community. I walk and I show them backside in a G-string. What happened next? Incontinence, leaks, embarrassment in the public, shame behind closed doors. You will literally start to pass waste without realizing it. So when I tell you, say, I got deed up yourself without realizing it. Because your body has been pushed beyond what it has ever built to handle. And unlike skin or muscle that can sometimes heal, rectal tissues and its sphincters muscles do not regenerate once destroyed. So once that gone, that's why the boy Christopher Brown from Payne Avenue, the murderer, did a fair away pampas, cause that gone. Cause man in a work him around there and them thing there. Now ask yourself, why aren't they telling you this? The answer is simple. Because they don't love you. They love the agenda. They love the funding. They love the power and attention. This is where Mark going to be a golden and his PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization comes in. Just like Michael Manley, another British-born infiltrator, Golden has come to undermine and reprogram Jamaica's youth. Not to uplift them, but to confuse them sexually, morally, and culturally. So as a Brit now, you know, send this man now, you know, for finish mash rape, you know. So those who can think, they might label you say, boy, you're homophobic and you hate and I talk about colour and them things. When them beat Edward Seago every day. So him sell we now, you know. So boy, I tell we youth them say, open up a body hole and take it like a girl. Michael Manley send with criminality, another British man. So that's over here. So we tell you, say this is not for goldfish, you know. If you want knowledge, right aside there. So Manley sold criminality as a lifestyle. He packed it like a dancehall album, flashy, respected, and exciting. But he never told the youth about prison bars, the bullet holes, or the funeral processions. He never tell them nothing about the departure lounge that always come with it. He marketed destruction as ambition and pass it off as empowerment. So they make them feel this eyeball them are done and all of these things. When I grew up in a Jonestown, every youth want to become Burry Boy and fed them up because, hey, when Burry Boy dead, you know, over 24,000 people, you know, people all over, you know, got him funeral, and Michael Manley, you know. And Burry Boy was a criminal, you know, may I tell you, you know. When fed them up, them killed fed them up, nobody no couldn't go him funeral because a Michael Manley, them see him and kill him because in this Michael Manley at Cuba. You know, I go hear them talk about that. And even that, I saw them still. Them not believe in the truth. So now Mark Golan is doing the exact same thing, but with gender and sexuality. He's telling young men to open their body holes like a girl. You take it like a girl. And people act like he's Moses descending from Mount Sinai with a rainbow colored tablet. But here's what he won't say. He won't tell black boys that this lifestyle could rob them of their health and destroy their dignity. He won't tell them that they are biologically wired for strength, legacy, and leadership, not confusion and emasculation. He won't tell them that they are a part of a larger political experiment being run by people who never care for them in the first place. Europeans are love way. They don't care about we. God in our history. Everything that is wicked, them done it to us. The only reason why we're not being annihilated, them extinct from the field, because we are God's children. You know, many other race of people, them extinct off of this earth, genocide, where them commit from Christopher Columbus all the way through in America. Mark gonna be a Golan has no bloodline in Jamaica. His ancestors benefited from slavery. He has no connection to Paul Bogus, Sam Sharp, or Marcus Garvey. Only the colonial order that fought against it. So how does a man with no cultural or ancestral stake in Jamaica get to redefine our values and reshape our communities and rewrite our moral code? Then you have the people them at the University of the West Indies, where them right behind them, you know, Jamaican for Justice and the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization, and black people, because them love them parties so much, them must say a destruction, them put them down in that. I'm telling you, so these are people you can get pies if you drink and tell them say somebody else are dead. Eventually you're going to have a whole heap of youth in the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization going to DD up themselves. Stink. What am I going to do? When it has something where them market to them and make it fashionable. See man in a 2025 in a G-string. We're not show the person face you know, on the channel, because you know you have to understand everything, you know, we don't do that. So the answer, we allowed it. We allow these people to rewrite our moral code, because too many of us are afraid to speak the truth, and too many are too uninformed to know better. Man like Shaggy, he never go say them kind of PMP, I saw them stay. When name, Spragga Benz, all him, the whole of them, you understand, because feed them party and the Maroons them. Yeah man, Gargamel. Or you fight for we, fight for who? You fight for the Rear Admiral them, take out your best song. That's why Kanye West, you know, see Kanye West now nothing to do with him again. So let's stop pretending that lies are love. Let's stop confusing exploitation for empowerment. Let's stop giving foreign-born deceivers the right to dismantle the identity of our youth in the name of progress. Jamaicans are not homophobic. We are just real, and that's what the world can't handle. So to our brothers and sisters, you deserve better. You deserve the truth. You deserve leaders who protect your mind and your bodies, not those who market lies wrapped in slogans. Stand for the truth. Stand for dignity. Stand for Jamaica before it's too late. And I will tell you, choose Jamaica. Have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel out.